Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. We got an early video covering Thursday night football. Should be a great game. Both opponents in the playoffs. We got the Packers versus the Lions. Should be a high scoring game. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. First prop I'm going to be going with. Obviously I'm going to be taking the quarterbacks, but I do like Jamar Gibbs. And for him, we got a couple options. Obviously, his rushing yards, definitely going to put him on my slip, 68.5. This is going to get bumped to 70, if not more. I am doing this video the night prior, so hopefully you guys get these props in before they get bumped closer to game time. Gibbs will be my first option. You can take any of his gobbies. You got a couple of gobbies for 49, 59. It's a different payout. But I'm going to take his regular line at 68.5. I think he's going to have 80 yards. I like his rushing and receiving touchdown. He might get in the end zone, so that's another good one. Obviously, this video is being the night prior, so fantasy score is not up. But as soon as fantasy score gets posted, take Gibbs. Rushing yards, definitely going to be taking that. Which brings me to my next pick, and that will be Josh Jacobs. My favorite prop for him, his rushing yards is great. That's going to get bumped into the mid-70s. But I personally like his rush and receiving yards. This is going to be close to 100 yards, close to game time. Right now, we're getting some good value at 90.5. He can get this on rushing alone. So you can see his past 5 gone over. Past 10, he's gone over 9 of 10. It's going to be a good matchup. They're going to try to stop Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love. Jacobs is just a beast. So at 90.5, if they do stop his rushing, he does get quite a couple receptions a game. He averages about 3-4 receptions a game. So another target might be his receiving yards if you're doing multiple slips. He had 74 against Miami, 58 against Chicago. So he can be a sneaky pick if they try to stop the run. He can definitely get a couple receptions. So it's a big reason why I'll be taking his rush and receiving yards. You can see it's a popular play. It's going to get bumped even further. So hopefully you guys get it in at 90.5. Which brings me to his next option, which is his rushing and receiving touchdowns. His Gobby at 0.5. It's another good option as well. Let's head on over to the passing yards. Golf at 253. You can probably find it on other platforms for a lower. Same thing with Jordan Love, but both of them, if you're taking them on PrizePicks, I suggest you look at other platforms such as Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog, Pick 6, DraftKings to see if you can lower the line. Obviously here you can take the gobbies. Personally, I like the gobbies at 225 for Love. Same thing with Jared Goff at 225. But you can get them down to 199. But personally, I think both of them will go over 225. So these are two good gobbies if you don't want to take the regular lines. But for Jared Goff, passing yards, fantasy score. But right now his passing touchdowns, you can get it at 1.5. I think it's going to get removed. If not, it might turn into a gobby. So right now you can get a regular line at 1.5. Definitely like that 1.5 if you don't want to take his passing yards. Jordan Love, passing yards. I am going to be taking his passing yards. Waiting for his fantasy score. Obviously, fantasy scores are not posted yet. The video is being done the night prior. Keep in mind that. But as soon as your fantasy scores get posted, I'll make a slip with them as well. Next one that I like to complete this 5-man slip. I'm going to go with David Montgomery, 60.5. Obviously, Gibbs and Montgomery, they got a two-headed running back. Same thing with him. He can go off as well. I think the Lions are going to run the ball more. But Gary Goff should get his 250 yards. I just think these two guys are going to go off. I do have the Lions money line. I am taking the Lions. It's going to be a close game if it lives up to its billing. But should be a close game. It's just Lions have too much firepower in the air, especially on the run. So I'm going to be taking Montgomery for rushing yards. I'll prefer his fantasy score once it gets posted. But also look into the first halves. I haven't really looked into the first halves yet, but you might want to look into the first halves as soon as they get posted. Obviously, none of these props are posted yet for the Lions and Packers game. So mostly these props will be posted tomorrow morning or closer to game time. So check on that too and take any of these props as well. But as full game lines, These are excellent value. All of them have a 53% hit rate to go over on Daily Grind Fantasy. The matchup is there to be a high scoring game. So mix and match, pick your favorite. If you want to play it safe, lower their lines for gobbies or check other platforms. Other than that, mix and match, pick your favorite. If you want additional slips, including all my MDA slips for tomorrow, I'll most likely have a video providing a couple picks for that. I do have a Discord, the link's in the description below. I do post all my slips daily, including platforms such as Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog, DraftKings Pick 6. So if you're interested, the link's in the description below. Other than that, good luck on your slips and see you guys in the next one.